Are you always craving snacks when you are?
Yes, something sweet to hype you up.
Sweet
gives you that energy.
Yeah.
You even see even our brothers on the street. They just want those biscuits. If you can
biscuits.
give them biscuits.
They don't want proper food.
They don't want proper food.
Yeah.
They just want something just give him energy. It was cold.
It was cold over here. Yes.
Very cold. No.
When it's cold, there's no one who can be out on the street.
Out on the street.
Yeah, everyone are indoors. Yes.
Indoors, and we're searching for people. No one. And in the middle of nowhere, this guy just came out, and we were like. And after we took drugs, we were high, and I took that gun. And I said, yeah, guys, let's go. We need money.
Yes, Brian.
Yeah, we need money.
I'm in charge now.
We're gonna ride or die.
Yeah.
Let's go. We need to get that money. And we went there, and we just went there, and with those guys, there were 2 of them in the room, and we entered in their house, and then.
House isn't like a home. Home.
Yeah, it was a house, like in North. It was a house. And I was speaking about almost 2006, 2007, somewhere there.
Yeah.
And remember back in those times, so like a DC.
They were new.
They were new. Yes. So we're like, hey, this guy so went to Speeds, bro. He bought clothes, so by like junior gas at that guy.
Yes.
Like,
yes, by then it was they computer Levi's, but it was a little bit higher than Levi's.
Then just a raw by back that time.
Yeah.
And all of us tomorrow, all 4 of us, we went to Speeds buy clothes. So to cut the long story short, we blowed, smoked drugs, partied. So God still has plans of hope about me.
Yeah.
About a person like me who used to rob people. A guy who used to be in gangsterism, drugs and all of this, stealing from people. Can God give me a chance?
Yeah.
And just at that moment, the brother made an altar call of salvation.
Yeah.
And I got up and I went and I gave my life to Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just at that spot, man, it's something.
Welcome to Life and Stories Network.
It's about
life and stories. My name is Pastor AD, the beloved one, Wise Man Kasebeli.
Allah. My name is Miss K and I'm your co-host.
Okay, thank you, Miss K. Good day, guys. How are you?
We are surviving.
We are surviving.
Yes.
Yes,
how are you, sir?
I'm well.
You're
sir.
well.
I'm well by grace.
No, thank you, sir.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
well.
There's been pleasure to have you. And then how was your week, Miss K?
My week was okay, man. I'm just looking for the shoes for George. I'm in search of the shoes. The whole country is searching for those shoes.
Is it?
Have you seen them?
No, I've not seen them.
Do you know the story?
No, just enlighten us.
Okay. So I think on Sunday.
I'm a little bit behind. Just enlighten me.
So on Sunday, the whole country has been in search of the Gucci shoes.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh, I know.
For 18,000 rand, 300 rand. Yes. So we are all searching.
Have you found them, sir? Or have you heard of the story?
Oh, no, I haven't heard of the story.
Is it?
But I also need to catch up. I'm a little bit lost.
Okay. So.
Okay, just let it up.
Okay. So it's a couple, ne? It's a married couple.
Okay.
So the wife found the slip of the Gucci shoes inside the man's car.
The receipt.
The receipt.
Yes.
Which was like 18,000 rand. 18,300 rand. So the wife posted on TikTok that. She posted when she was asking the husband about, George, where's the shoes? Where are the shoes? Just doesn't say anything. So we are searching for those shoes.
Oh, you are still searching. So you are part of people who are searching.
Everyone, everyone.
Sure.
Yes, when someone passes, we look at the feet if we can find the shoes.
If we can. So actually, the shoes were like It's for a woman or it's for a man?
It's for a woman.
So actually we're supposed to look for only for women.
Yes. So the wife went and on the Gucci site, I think, and says that the slip has that number.
Yes, a barcode number or something, yeah.
Not the barcode, the receipt number that they usually search the item.
Okay.
On the store, yes.
Yes.
So she says the item. That's how we found that it was a shoe.
It was a shoes and it was for
a woman.
For a woman, yes. So it seems like George bought somebody the shoes and forgot to throw away the slip.
How do you go, like having a wife at home and then say you're going and buy? And I bet that even the wife doesn't have a shoes that cost that much.
Sure.
Yeah, probably.
And it'll be very unfair because once you are in marriage, there should be transparency.
Yes.
Your money is my money.
Yes.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yeah.
And then you have to be honest. You have to be transparent.
Yeah.
You don't have to do things on the side.
Yeah.
Let's say you bought your sister those shoes. Then if your wife did not know, then you have to come clean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, my younger sister maybe had to go,
Somewhere.
maybe needed these shoes. Maybe she needed to go to graduations with her friends.
Yeah.
But now you are hiding and then the wife does not know even who's that woman.
But how do we arrive in such a state whereby you are buying 18,300 shoes?
Yo.
Imagine that's someone's salary,
My friend.
Where are the shoes?
Some even there, it's a 3-month salary because
Yes.
they're around
Yes.
5.1.
Yes.
It's a 3-month salary.
Sure.
Actually.
Just bought the shoes and you can't find the shoes. And you can't say the slip end up in George's car mistakenly.
Yeah, you can't say that, or the slip end up in because of we see in maybe let's use the card to swipe them.
Yes.
We can go through the account statement, the account, and we check.
Yeah, but the account is not going to show where are the shoes. We are looking for the shoes.
No, like if we have to verify that George bought those shoes,
Oh.
we have to check on the bank statement and all that.
I think
if it was a cash transaction, then
it was
it's
gonna
another
be
thing.
better.
Yeah.
But I think George is him not saying anything means that if he says something, he knows where the shoes are and the transactions are on his bank account. So
Okay. So now we at least we are enlightened. So we'll also look. I'll just get it home and I'll check.
yes.
Maybe there are Gucci shoes.
Yeah.
Then I will.
I also have to check. Those sneakers are not good. I have to check. Because
Yes.
ladies, so we are looking at ladies sneakers.
Yes.
We are looking at ladies.
You are looking
We're
for
also
those shoes.
looking at you.
We'll check them. Hey, thanks, man. It's life and stories. Yeah, we are here, and then today we have been honored, we have been graced to have our special guest. I will allow him to give us intro about himself, bio about himself. Then say,
Sir,
how are you, sir?
no, I'm blessed and honored
Yes, sir.
for the invite.
Yeah.
I'm so humbled and
Yeah.
also to your wonderful team.
Yes,
I
yes.
felt I felt so at home when I just entered here.
No,
With
thank
the
you.
wonderful hospitality,
Yeah.
welcoming,
Thank you.
smiling people,
Yeah.
free-spirited people.
Thank you,
I
sir.
already feel at home.
No,
I'm not at
it
home.
means a lot,
I don't
yes.
feel at home.
Yeah.
I'm at home.
You are at home. No, be at home, sir.
Yes.
It's a blessing indeed. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Welcome home.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yes, my name is Brian Nkosiekhaya,
Okay.
and I'm 35 years old.
Hey, you are. Hey.
I'm aged.
Yes, has gone, eh?
Yes, it's gone, my nigga. Yes, it's gone.
Yeah.
It was just like yesterday when
It
we
was
were.
exactly when we were
Yeah,
kids and when we were young and then
You understand?
Yes,
And
yes,
look
yeah.
at today.
Yeah.
And it's by grace.
It was
that
many have never seen this day.
Many have never
35.
seen. Many have just. We look at them like memories today.
Yes, that's
They are
true.
not
Yeah.
here where we are, so we really thank God.
Yeah.
So yes, Nkosiekhaya Brian is a child of God. I'm born again by the grace of God, and I'm born from a family of 4 siblings, 1 late sister, and I was raised by a single mom,
Yeah.
and I'm from Bitikong. And yeah, many always gave our hometown a stigma,
Yeah.
and it was because of
The events.
the events and all the the bad things that happen from where we come from.
Yeah.
So if I can give somebody just a background check about Nkosiekhaya,
Yeah.
like I'm saying, I was raised by a single mom.
Yes.
I lost my dad in the age of 10 years, and just not having that fatherly figure in my life caused some trauma in my life.
Yes.
Because you'll be at school, some kids will say, my dad bought me this, my dad took me to the mall, my dad did this, and always that thing will always ring in the back of your mind, like, now where is my father?
Exactly, exactly.
That's that stage of a teenage. Once you are there, once you want to now find yourself, and there is no fatherly figure. Because even now my mom was there, she was trying all the best to make ends meet as a domestic worker, but then a man has to have a man to tell him, who are you, where do you come from, and where are we going. So I lacked that fatherly figure, and it caused a lot of void in my life, and to be honest, even anger inside of me growing up without my dad. And I believe that it was like a void, longing. Like I'm longing to find myself, and there's no one who's there to guide me, to be with me in my journey. And I was even the oldest son at home.
It makes things worse because
you have to raise your siblings.
You understand?
Even show or become a role model to your sibling, because also you are lost on
you're lost yourself.
Yes.
So even my younger brother was always there, like, and it was really very tough journey. For even after my dad, then we had to go and live with family, and even there, the treatment is not the same. Because of now, we are from a home where my mom and my dad are there. They doing everything for us, but now they are not there anymore. Now we are living in other families, and then it was very sad, like, to say, if my father was here today, we could be doing this. If my father was here, he would do this. So it was very challenging to have that fatherless absence in my life. Yes. So that's where everything started, even from school. Having that longing of meeting friends, wanting to belong to a family. Even though your family is there, but there's that longing that says belong somewhere. And even the things that we used to do before when we grew up, we used to have that group where we called ourselves 100% hustlers, and we will compete with clothes, things like that. And other children, even ourselves, were feeling like, you know what, I can't meet all the standards the requirements of this group. I need to have certain clothes for certain amount so that I can have that street cred relationship or reputation for guys to respect you. Just like now there's these names, Gucci's, that once you wear certain labels, then there's certain standard no, now you fit in, my guy. You're in levels. And that's where everything, even after school, when I was in high school, started getting myself involved in wrong friends, bullying, started smoking from cigarette to weed, and it just escalated bit by bit, that even after matric, and I started just living at home, I tried to get a job, and when I started working after matric, I started now have to rent. Now I have to get my own place. Now I have to be responsible for food and things like that. But on the side, things were not well emotionally, psychologically. That toll that I took in me growing up, it was with me all along. Even if now I'm maturing, now I'm working, now I am starting to be matured, I'm independent, responsibly taking care of my mom. Still, there were habits that started somewhere. Now they're growing.
Exactly.
Now I'm working, but now I'm also into drugs. now I have a fix that I always need to feed in my life.
Yes.
That led me to always even steal at my work.
Yeah.
Steal to feed those habits of drugs.
The habits, yes.
And like I'm saying, start from small, from cigarette to weed. From weed, it went to rock, smoking that drugs. And I ended up getting caught in my work. And it was so silly how the devil will always expose you and humiliate you, because I remember one time I needed that fix and I needed something so sweet. Because you know, when you're into drugs, you don't eat proper food.
You don't eat proper food.
Yeah.
Are you always craving snacks when you are?
Yes, something sweet to hype you up.
Sweet
gives you that energy.
Yeah.
You even see even our brothers on the street. They just want those biscuits. If you can
Yes.
just give them biscuits.
They don't want proper food.
They don't want proper food.
Yeah.
Just want something just give him energy. So I remember that time at work, I was working for this other company and in a catering company, and now there's food there, chocolate, and now I'm intoxicated and I want something so sweet to eat.
Yeah.
And I started searching them and I got some chocolates. And while I'm eating there, then I forgot there's cameras there.
Yeah.
You were thinking of feeding your cravings.
Cravings.
And you forgot about the cameras.
Thinking straight there.
Yes.
I'm at work here. You understand? I was hallucinating. I got so arrested. I felt so stupid. I felt so angry. Like, hey man, how can you be arrested for chocolate, man?
Imagine!
Now you lost your job.
Age for just a mere
I
chocolate.
think that you could have bought
Something
it.
that you could have bought. I could have bought a whole boxes
Exactly.
of those chocolates.
Yeah, exactly.
Even with the salary that I was getting.
Yeah.
Now there, I mean, disciplinary hearing. I get fired now just for that. Because catering company has strict policies.
Yeah.
That you don't eat unless you are given food, things like that.
Yeah.
So I got fired, and I felt so stupid and so angry. Now I even realize my choices affected my family.
Yeah.
Because now, yes, I was helping buying groceries.
Yes.
Now I can't anymore now.
Yeah, you can't.
Now I'm stuck back in the township.
You have to think
back
again.
in the hood. Now I have to think again. Now.
Yeah. Yes.
Now
yeah.
you're earning. Now you don't have money anymore.
Now
you're staying at home.
Yeah, it's tough now.
It's tough now.
The reality checks in.
Checks in.
Yeah.
And again, that
habit is still there.
Habit is still there.
Yeah.
The toll, the psychological trauma from childhood, it's still there.
It's still there.
Now again,
it's there, yeah.
it escalate. In the township, we took home. When you are there, man, if you didn't have a number, it's like you are nobody.
You are nobody. Yeah.
You are not respected.
Yeah.
When you don't have a gang number.
Yeah.
And that's where I started now, staying at home, not having work, not having money. Now I join my friends now. Every time what we do is we sit, we drink, we smoke, things like that.
Yeah.
And now we're not working, all of us. Now, during the day, we do that. In the evening, we're like, hey guys, we need to make a plan.
Yeah, obviously.
We need to make a plan. We need to go and hustle some money.
Yeah.
So we can have some money to feed our habits and buy ourselves some clothes.
Yeah, obviously.
And it started from small, going late up at night, from taverns to go and rob in town, going around town, robbing people, taking their belongings.
Yeah.
Now I started from knife point, taking people's belongings and just not having rest. And that's why they always say, even when you get robbed, just sometimes cooperate.
Yeah.
If you see you don't have a way out, because many people who do rob people, they are not in the right state of mind. Before they go and do crime, they smoke.
Yeah,
they do drugs.
Yeah, they do drugs.
Drink alcohol.
Yeah.
To kill that conscience, so that when they do that act, they know they are intoxicated. So I remember one time now, it was winter.
Yeah.
It was winter, 4 of us, and we were traveling from Phuket, and there was no people in the street. Like it was cold.
It was cold over here. Yes.
Very cold. No.
When it's cold, there's no one who can be out on the street.
Out on the street.
Yeah, everyone are indoors. Yes.
Indoors, and we're searching for people. No one. And in the middle of nowhere, this guy just came out. and we were like hungry lions.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were like
Even
hungry
you never
lions.
check whether he has something or not.
Yes.
We just took that guy like within 2 minutes. We were done with that guy. And the poor guy had no money. He had only 5 rand and only a small spetamaba.
Yeah. Because by then they were Lord.
Yes, you
yeah,
understand.
yeah.
So, we were like, hey guys, no, this is not how we need to do things. We need to up our game.
Yeah.
We need to strategize now and go big.
Yeah.
This thing of small timer gangster going around robbing people,
It's
that's
not
all,
working.
guys.
Yeah,
we need to do a proper job.
But what happened to that guy?
So that guy, okay, we did not step him by then because he was already drunk.
And he didn't have anything with him.
He didn't, only just that cell phone and a 5 rand.
Did you guys take them?
He did cooperate with them.
Yeah.
Did you guys take
He
this?
was obviously scared even. Imagine 4 people like they dropped me down.
Searching you.
You understand?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just a quick job.
Obvious.
So you took the spetamaba?
We took it because
Yeah.
of the hunger. Traveling for hours. Like, couldn't even feel our feet were freezing. Like,
Yes.
you understand? And that's how the devil was just using us. I even remember crossing from Tlabani, walking mining, try to check that we won't get. We will even plan, hey guys, I don't know go to mining. No, I don't to go jipa, go to cheese boy.
Yeah.
We will cheese boy.
By then we are walking.
We are walking.
You are not driving.
No, by then we are not driving.
You just want to feed your cravings.
You just want to get
Drugs.
some body, just
Yes.
get something.
Yes.
So after that night, we like, hey guys, no man. We just came back with 5 rand and
Spetamaba.
No guys, we need to make a plan.
Yeah.
So we even hooked up with some other guys who were long time in the game to say, hey guys, you need us to organize a job. No, we'll organize a job. But now a gun is gonna be involved now. Yeah, now we're going hardcore now. Now we're gonna even go and rob even Nigerians in Savoy. Just for us to get money. And that night we organized that job. We went and we got that gun. And now after we get a gun now, it's our first time experience now seeing a real gun.
Yeah.
So the 4 of you bought one gun.
We didn't buy it. So like I'm
You-
saying, there was guys that
were
have
in the
been
game,
in the game for long.
Oh,
So
okay.
we asked help from them.
Oh.
And they're like, no, we can get you a gun.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go all 5. We have 4 of us, now we're 5. And this one now has been long time in the game. He knows that once a gun is involved, a car needs to be involved. There needs to be a guy who's
Yeah, he has
after
a
we
plan.
do the job, we need to evacuate the scene.
Yeah.
So we went there that night. So now here is a gun now. And all of us are afraid.
Obvious.
And it was
Yes.
not a small gun. It was a big gun. And all of us are afraid. Like, who's gonna
Yes.
carry this thing?
Yeah.
And we're like, no. The guy said, no, I'm coming.
Don't
I
worry.
see you are still shaking.
Shaking.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you something that will
Cool you
give
down.
cool you down, and
Cool
give
down
you
and
courage.
Courage, yes.
Like a lion.
So that you can be brave.
Yeah, you can be brave like man.
Yeah.
And that guy brought some drugs. And we took drugs. And after we took drugs, we were high, and I took that gun. And I said, yeah guys, let's go, we need money.
Yes, Brian.
Yeah, we need money.
I'm in charge now.
We're gonna ride or die.
Yeah.
Let's go, we need
Let's
to get
go, let's-
that money. And we went there, and we just went there, and with those guys, there were 2 of them in the room. Then we entered in their house, and then
House isn't like a home. Home.
yeah, it was a house like in North. It was a house, and
was a
I'm
proper house.
speaking about almost 2006, 7,
Yeah.
somewhere there.
How old were you then?
Yo,
I think.
the year 2013, I was 24 years. So maybe I was around my 22.
2007.
Maybe
2007 you were 18, 19. Yeah,
somewhere
2007
there.
you were 18, 19. Yeah.
You are still in your teenage years, Mos.
Yes.
Sure.
So now we are there. We robbed those guys gunpoint, and we took the money. So the guys who organized the job, who organized everything, who's been a long time in the game, knew that these guys are selling drugs, and they put their money in a subwoofer and the drugs. And we got that money and the drugs, and we left the scene. And we tied those guys, and then we left. So now we just left. We were going to our township, and all of us were so excited. We got money, and we see it's money. Talking around almost 6 grand that we had, then some drugs again.
Yeah, obviously.
Plastic.
So now you're not gonna fight your cravings because of now you have.
They have stuff.
They have stuff. Yes.
We have stuff now.
Yeah.
So we went to our township, and when we got there, we were so excited. So the guy, we went to drop the gun, and then the car even left the car there. Now we are walking now to go and spend the money.
Same night, you spending the
Same night. There's no time to wait, because living in that life, all you want to do is, back in then in that township, go to Gong, like there used to be groups of gangsters. You understand?
Yeah.
So when you come, you buy expensive booze, you bring your own flashy clothes, things like that. You are the man.
Yeah.
You
Oh.
understand? Yeah.
We respect you.
We respect you. We can see that you hustle for real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cash
belong
speaks for you.
somewhere, yes.
You belong somewhere. So we got there. We bought a lot of expensive bottles, whiskey, brandy. Like we put it in our table. Bought a lot of booze, things like that. And remember again, we were already intoxicated with drugs.
Yeah.
So something just happened there. We were fighting with these guys, and it was about a girl
At the tavern.
at the tavern.
Yeah.
And even Aubrey here knows the scene, that it happened that after we fight with those guys, we went to fetch that gun.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we went in the tavern with that gun now
Yeah.
to fight those guys. And all hell broke loose in the tavern.
In that time.
That night, that even myself, I could see that I'm becoming worse now.
Yeah.
It's like the animal in me is growing more and more.
Yes.
Because I was seeing how people were so afraid of me, seeing me carrying that gun. People are running up and down like they're seeing a lion.
A lion, obviously. Yes.
Yeah,
We have to.
you
And I
understand.
remember when you're talking about gun, you're not talking about a knife. And if you can step me, I can still survive. A gun.
You understand?
Yeah, a gun is one time thing. There's a 50-50 chance that you can live.
You can survive or live. So after that scene, then again we left. We were in our house, and then the cops came after that. But one of the other friend, this guy, we went to took the gun, and he left with the gun, and the cops came to my house looking for that gun, and they gave me a hell of a beating.
Obviously, yes.
Yeah.
Because
Those
they want the
guys
truth now.
gave me
Yeah.
a hell of a beating that even I was left with a fracture, like my arm was broken.
Yeah.
And looking, then they were even saying the AK-47. They're like, we want that AK-47.
Obviously, yes. When they talk about, like, when the people are saying, like, he was carrying
The rifle, you understand?
Yeah. Obviously, they know that now it's a serious thing.
It's a serious thing.
Yeah.
So after that, cops beat me, so they didn't find the gun, and I went to police station because I didn't find the gun. I was not even charged for 48 hours. I was there. Then during the week, I went to court. When I arrived at court, they're like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "No, I was a suspect." They said I looked like a guy who had a gun, and there was not even docket there in the court. So now they said, "No, I must go," because I was also injured. Then I went to hospital, and after I got healed again. So even there, my mom was seeing me that I'm a total changed person.
Yes, you are a total changed person because of the events that has been
taking place, and she sees me. We always fight. That you're not working. Sorry, you're wearing expensive clothes. These friends that will come look for you here in home. What are you getting yourself involved with? Stop going with the wrong friends.
Yeah.
You understand? Because your parents know you.
Yeah, your parents knows.
And
Yeah.
Man, I always just say to my mom, no, don't blame my friends, blame me. I'm the one who makes the choice. It's my right. I'm the one who makes my decisions for my life. And it escalated. Then we organized now a robbery. We organized the robbery with the guys after this scene has passed. We organized the robbery. We went to this place so far away from Northwest. We went in that place. Also, we organized.
So someone knew where you were going. Someone had information, intel about what was happening there.
Yes.
Okay.
Because even every job, robbery, heist, whatever,
you have to get an intel.
You have to get an internal person. They call them fingermen.
Yeah, okay.
That's the person
fingerman.
The person that will give you information about everything. Or no, in that business there's a safe, it stays here. No, every Monday my boss takes money to the bank. No, things like that. They give you the all information.
Yes.
So we went to this place, then we got there, we were still 4 of us with our friends. And then apparently when we got there, there was a lady staying alone. She owned a wholesaler and she had like vans selling veggies around, things like that. And we went there with the guys. Man, we planned that job like around maybe about 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Before you go there.
Before we go there. We would drive there and just get a spot and just check.
Just watch.
Watch movement. Who goes there? How many people live there? We check everything. So it happened, the day came, we went like early in the morning. Early in the morning with the guys, we had gloves, we had all the material. We went inside.
This is Monday morning.
When we went there,
I
can't remember if it was Monday morning, ne? I can't remember, but it was just in the middle of a week.
Okay.
It was not weekend.
Okay.
So we went early in the morning and then we got in with the guys. So we realized that that lady was living alone. There was no man there in the house.
Okay.
So even the guys like, no man, this lady, we don't need to just even hurt her. Just ask her for money.
Yes.
So the guy who organized this job, it was a friend of mine who grew up in that place. And he didn't stay far from that place.
Okay.
Maybe it was like 5th house from the business. So we got in there and we threatened that lady. We showed her a gun. We want money. Don't make us to do mistake. We want money. We're at work here. We want money.
Give us money so that we can go. Yes.
We just go. And that lady, man, took us in a bedroom. Man, she gave me this bag. F&B, man. The sound was like this. The smell in that bag.
It's mad.
Till today, it's like it was just like yesterday. When I smelled that money in that bag. And all of us and the guys left. We evacuated the scene and we ran away, things like that. And after that, man, we were blowing up, man. We were buying clothes, buying booze. Man, we were the talk of the town.
How much did you get there?
It was 50 grand. 50 grand. And we were blowing, buying clothes. I remember when we arrived and then we departed. Everyone went to their house to sleep. So there was.
So where's the money? Do you share first before you go to the house?
When we arrived, we went to our friend's house and we shared.
Do you share? Everyone gets 50, 10, 10, 10, 10 equally. So. Yes,
we shared among, because even there was a driver now in there. Involved. So we had to share that money among all of us. And imagine that amount alone. By that time,
it was a lot of money.
It was a lot.
But Brian, I want to know if there's some that gets more than the other people besides the driver.
No, in a job, it can happen like that. Ne? Let's say I have a job. I'm the mastermind there.
Yes.
I'm the mastermind. I organize the job. I organize the material. I organize transport. I organize everything. So now I'm the one who gets more. And we agree before we start doing a job. We agree, agreement. Like, hey guys, this is the amount I'm expecting to get there. This is the amount that I'm going to give you. And this is the amount, the rest that I'm going to get there is for me. This is your cut. So you tell me, do you agree or should I get somebody else? You understand?
Should I get somebody else?
It works like
before, prior to the scene.
So now we'll proceed, and I believe right now We are on the takeoff now.
Yeah, we are on a takeoff now.
Yeah, we are on the takeoff now.
Whereby now you guys are coming from robbery. Now you are
Yes.
splitting now.
Yes, after we split.
Yes,
yeah,
you are splitting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how much did you get actually? How much did you
Yeah,
get?
it was a 10K.
It was 10K.
All 5 of us from
Yeah.
50K. Yeah,
So
it was
you shared 10.
shared 10 with the driver.
Yes, the fingerman that was who told you about everything. He knew that was 50K in the house.
No, he did not know there was 50K.
The amount, he didn't know how
no,
much
he
it
didn't
was
know.
actually.
No.
Oh, okay. So you just went there, but you knew that you're gonna get a lot of money.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
okay. No,
yes, yes.
no, we can continue, sir.
Yeah. So after that, we got the money. So we split when we went to our homes, and then we rested. So, sorry, when we went to our friend's house, the fingerman, the meeting point where we always met. So we get there. This guy bought clothes, bruh.
Yeah.
IDC. And remember back in those times, so like Kavela IDC, not
Kinda
very,
they were
not very
new.
Gucci.
Yeah, they were new kind of
They were
market.
new. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So we like, hey, this guy, so I went to Spitz, bruh. He bought clothes, so by like junior guess at that guy.
Yes.
We like,
Yes, by then it was
Yo.
they computer Levi's, but
Bruh.
it was a little bit higher
yeah,
than Levi's.
then just a raw by back in that time.
Yeah.
And all of us tomorrow, all 4 of us, we went to Spitz buy clothes. So to cut the long story short, so living in that life of crime, things like that, blowing up, hurting people, robbing, and we ended up getting arrested. So we blowed, smoked drugs, partied, everything. Then after the money was finished, we got greedy. We went back to the place.
Same place.
Yeah,
that
same
you robbed,
place.
The 50,000 rand.
Yeah. Now, we don't have money. We're like, hey guys, what if in that wardrobe they open, there's still some money there?
What if?
Because we allowed that lady to give us money. We didn't search for the money.
Yeah.
What if?
What if?
What if there's a lot of silvers she kept there? Maybe the silvers can cost maybe 100K there.
Imagine
We left
silvers.
money.
So you
What if?
What
Yeah.
if?
Yeah.
Because
So-
you are broke, you're not thinking straight.
We were broke, we're not thinking straight. We went back
and
again.
there's no job that it's
It's not job again. So we're like, no, let's go back, guys. Maybe we left a lot back there. Again, we organized car. We went there. So we arrived there like early, around about afternoon. Boma, maybe 6.
This is
Like-
still during the week, the second time.
Still during the week, second time. So we're like, no, let's just lay low somewhere, reshape the bianyana, rabofe mapanta, and be prepared for the job for evening. So we are there, we are drinking.
Yeah.
We are drinking. There was not much drugs by that time because drugs need money. So we're drinking. And it should be about 8:30. I remember that time driving, going into that place. I was hearing, first of all, generation or something. 8:30.
Obviously, yes,
The
yeah.
sound of generation it just ended. We landed in that yard, in that house. Again, we found that mom, that lady with a small boy. Now, believe it or not, we are running up and down in this house like crazy dogs. Re patela tjhelete, ra searcha, re bula diraka, men up and down. While we are there running up and down, this woman blows the whistle. Uletsa phala mule.
Yes.
And after she blows the whistles, there's whistles all around. Whistles all around. Now we are like mad dogs now.
Obviously, yes.
Now we are just running out the door, all of us. We wanna just evacuate and
yes.
escape. So we ran to the car, and when we arrived in the car, all of us, there was one guy who was left.
Jesus.
And we tried to turn back, and now we saw the community was coming, throwing stones. Then one of our friends was caught.
The one who was left in the house.
Yes.
So you didn't go back for him?
We tried to turn back the van to check on him, but then the community was there, throwing
already,
stones,
yes.
things like that,
Yeah, obviously.
and whistles are blowing,
Yeah.
the pala all around. So now are having gents. So we are driving out very quickly, driving to Rustenburg, and mind you, this place is called Dasberg, and you can imagine from Dasberg, it's a place close to Womadikwe, like, and we are driving to Rustenburg.
Yeah, it's far.
Far, we drove there. So how fitla kakwa? Movie to go Rustenburg. The family already knew what we went to do there. They know
How?
what we went to do there. Because the guy who got caught confessed
To the
Remember, the friend who's a finger man, he stays there. It's his hometown. But now he moved away there because of work. When he got, then he did not work anymore. Then he started getting involved in crime. Now, what we were like, mama but no family mutomo so enough. Babulela family lingafa. Bale babulela mama Rustenburg. So when we arrived there, all our family is there.
They already up to date.
Little senior. Guys, you messed up. Guys, so and mind you, the other friend who's a finger man, he's I think 3 or 4 family members are cops. And they are here. Bariban, no, let's go and get yourself arrested. Just to avoid a lot of commotion. So we handed ourselves in, we got arrested, we went to court, we got bail, we got sentenced, we were sentenced to a suspended sentence because of we first time appearance. It was our first time getting arrested, things like that. Then they gave us hours to do in the community. We thought we were done, but we were not done.
But Ryan, when the community was blowing the whistle, did you get something there?
No, we didn't. We didn't get anything. Mind you, we got there, we were drunk. And when we get in the house, even that lady, we didn't even speak to her so much. We just got in the house and we were running up and down.
Were you wearing ballet lovers?
That time, no, we were not, because we were drunk.
So you're not thinking straight?
No, we were not thinking straight.
Actually, this job was not planned.
No, this one, alcohol messed up everything.
No, their job was planned. The problem started when they started saying, let's just rest here and check what is what.
Let's just have a few drinks, we're going to go and go back to the job. So now we are there, we thought we are now done, we served our sentence. Now, again, cops are coming, giving us papers. We are supposed to appear for another case that happened there. 2009, there was another case happened there, so we are supposed to appear. So all of us are so surprised, like, hey, back then, no anymore, no climbing and all. You understand? We're still in school. Now we are there. We are supposed to go and appear for ID parade. We go to a police station, Gomadikwe. We arrive there, and then the officer who came to our house to give us letters, guys, you need to go and appear for ID parade. Wait for me here. So the suspect, they're already on the gate. So the suspect, they even know each other. They are accused. All our finger men. They are talking with the apparently domestic workers of these white people. So, but no, let's go and appear for ID parade. We get inside ID parade, then we are operating with other guys who were already there in the holding cells. And the people that we were with, who are victims, they come, then they point us. Now we are surprised, or nah, man. But these people who are pointing us, the same people who were with them was at the gate. Now they are pointing us. What's going on here? Then we tell the officer there, oh no, what's going on? These people that we were with them outside, they are pointing us again. What's going on here?
Exactly.
They're like, no, don't worry. We are still running some investigations. This case it happened long time, 2009. So we've been looking for suspects. So, but now don't worry. We are conducting investigations. So in that ID parade, among my friends who were 4, 2 were pointed out. Me and the accused who always organize the job. The other 2, they didn't get pointed. Now the officer said, no, arrest these guys. You have
These
the right
2?
to remain, me and
your
my friend. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say against you will be used against you in the court of law. We're like, what? Then we were arrested in the spot. Hey man, what's going on here? We went inside, arrested. Me and the coaches were asking, hey man, what's you understand? Even me, I'm starting to now suspect maybe this guy, because in Nafa, maybe he did some job with other guys. You understand? I don't know, man. This time I was at school. I just finished my matric. Run about that prior year. I was still in school in this time. I don't know, man. What's going on here? We are being framed here. No, man, we are being wrongfully arrested here. You understand? No, man, we need to speak to these cops, and no, they arrested the wrong people. It's not us. Man, we went and then we got bail. They wanted to refuse bail, we got bail. We went outside. we went on and on and on with this case like for 3 years. Apparently now there was 175 grand missing, jewelry, firearms. So there were guys who came to these people, then they robbed them. So the owners of this place, they own the bottle store.
Okay.
So these guys, they went to the house. So when these people knocked off in their house, these guys, they were already held hostage, the domestic worker. So when these two people came in, the white people, man and female, then they also hold them hostage,
yes.
gunpoint. Then this man went to open the safe. They took the money, and in the safe there was a gun.
Yeah.
You understand? That's how the story went. So now it's us now. We are in here for that, for something that we don't know.
You don't know.
You understand?
Yeah.
So me and my friend, we fought this case. We got lawyers, but then we didn't have enough money to go forward.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have enough money.
Exactly. Yes.
Even our family couldn't pay for us anymore.
For years.
And after 3 years now, we were sentenced 12 years in prison. In the role or the judgment, after everything, there was no fingerprints from us linking us to the case.
To the case, yes.
We were not arrested in the scene.
Yeah.
And all of these items missing from
Were not
the
found
scene
on
were
you.
not found on
In
us.
your place,
Yeah.
yes.
The only thing that was used against us was only that ID parade. And now reality happened. Shock of our life. There we were behind bars. 12 years, me and my friend.
Yeah.
That's where now everything now start crumbling now in my mind. Like, yeah, what's going on here?
Exactly. Yes.
I'm feeling this trauma. Like everybody has failed me. The justice system has failed me. I mean, I am blaming. I'm angry.
Yeah, obviously.
You are blaming everyone now.
I'm blaming everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
obviously.
understand?
That's how
But
it's
now
gonna,
look what happened now. I'm arrested for something that I did not do.
Yeah.
The-
There are things that you committed, but you're not arrested for.
I was not
but
arrested
this
for,
one,
but this one,
it's not you.
it's not me.
Yeah.
And now me and my friend, we there, and man, I even tried to commit suicide there.
In prison.
Yeah, it actually failed.
Obviously.
The
Yes.
suicide that I wanted
You
to
tried?
commit. Yes.
Did
it
you take
failed.
the pills?
It was not only just pills. It was razors.
Razors. What is razors?
Yeah, razors. So there in prison, when you get there, they give you uniform, they give you toiletry.
Okay.
So they give you shavers to shave yourself, look neat, things like that.
Okay.
So those razors, I just broke them. I took them off and then I broke them. Then I bought this ARV from this guy. So I
In
smoked,
prison?
Yes, in prison. So I smoked that ARV so that I can eat these razors to kill myself. So after I smoked that pill,
Yeah.
it knocked me off. Next morning I woke up in hospital, in an internal hospital, because we were smoking this thing called them scoop. Scoop that day. Scoop, then get bucket there. Then there's this thing by two there. Then it's just it's like something like so say habli.
Oh.
When I musa habli, when I feel like a pipe.
Yeah.
Will create in a large amount in 1 second. And then it knocked me out. I woke up tomorrow in hospital. I'm still so fuming with anger, depression. Now they're asking me, are you okay? Did something happen to you? Did somebody drag you? Are you okay? Maybe did you get raped? Is there pain at the back? Things like that, because things happen in prison. People do get raped. People give you cigarette to smoke. The next morning you are out.
What is cigarette?
Just a cigarette, yeah. They can put stuff in the cigarette.
And you sleep.
You sleep.
After you sleep, then at night it's on to you.
Believe me or not, there is a scene that guys took somebody, then by the time they closed with blankets. They saw guys going like this, taking turns on one guy, 4 or 5 guys.
They dragged him?
They drag him
Because you wanted a cigarette.
because you wanted a cigarette. It can be food, it can be anything.
Yeah.
So now, there I am. I woke up in the next morning. I'm still traumatized, angry. I'm so bitter. I'm even blaming God. Why did you let this happen to me? Why me? Why after everything that I've been through in my life, you can just put me in this traumatic, horrific situation?
Yes.
You did not love me that you can throw me in this situation.
Yeah.
And right there, I had this condemnation inside of my heart. And you know, just after blaming shift all of that, it just voice just came to my head that, Emuna, how many people have you had right now?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah? How many things have you done to people?
Yeah.
How many crimes have you done?
Have you committed? Yes.
So if we can take everything that you have done, put it here in the table, how many years do you think you deserve?
Yeah.
So now you are here for something that you did not do, but you are still guilty.
Yeah.
You lived in a life of a crime. Now you have to do time.
Yeah, obviously.
You are a suspect because you were living in the same lifestyle.
Same lifestyle, yes.
So now
Same
you
environment,
are paying now.
Yeah.
And
This
what
is
you are
car-
paying for
It's not yours, but it's for someone
for
else.
someone else.
Yeah, it means someone will pay for yours.
Yes.
And yours might be many.
It might be many.
Yes.
You actually deserve many
Yeah.
Yeah.
from what you have got now.
Exactly.
So now you are crying. You are blaming now. Fix yourself.
Yeah.
That was my turning point.
Wow.
And I said, I'm so selfish. I'm so in denial.
Yeah.
How many people have I had?
Exactly. Yes.
How many people, maybe even today, they are still bleeding in their heart
Yeah.
for what I've done to
Because
them?
of once the crime has been committed, the person,
Yes.
you leave a person with a trauma. Yeah, you
You
know when
understand?
yeah.
And now something jumps up in my heart now. What if somebody also got arrested for what I have done?
Obviously, yes.
Then they arrested him wrongfully, thinking it's me, and it's a wrong person.
Yeah.
Because even myself now, there are people who done crime, I'm arrested for them. What if in myself there's a guy who got arrested because of a
you.
crime I've committed?
Yes, obviously.
Then I'm like, no, I'm in denial, I'm selfish. But now I need to go back to God.
Yes.
Can God accept somebody like me?
Yeah.
Can God accept a wreck like me? From everything that I have done, can God still give me a chance?
Yeah.
Can God free me from this pain that I'm feeling?
Obviously,
Because now I'm feeling so much pain.
Yeah.
Then from there in the hospital, in prison, they told me, no, you need to see a psychologist, things, because I ended up confessing that I wanted to commit a suicide.
Yeah.
They said, no, go and see somebody else, a psychologist, things like that. Then I went to the psychologist. So now in the cell where I was in, mind you, there are like about 48 guys in one cell. There was this brother. I'll never forget that brother. Even the other day, I reminded him. So this brother, every morning he will play gospel songs. They will always mock this guy. Gore ai o nagana gore o tshwere go kerekeng. Fire. So this guy invited me, my brother, would you like to come in and join us for a morning devotion?
Yeah.
We pray, we worship, things like that. I'm like, no, I'll come, man. Just give me some time. Then the next morning I said to him, can I go with you? Then he's like, yes, you're more than welcome. Let's go.
Yeah.
Then we went there. And I arrived there in this section. I see a lot of guys are worshiping there. These guys are clapping hands, they're worshiping. These guys, they look so free, man.
Yeah.
Inside of prison. These guys are worshiping God.
Yeah.
They're praising God. And I was sitting there at the back in the corner there. And this brother shared a word. And he started slowly opening up about how we were driving our lives outside.
Yeah.
And now we are not driving our lives anymore.
Yes.
Now God is driving our lives.
Yeah. We depend on God.
Our
now.
ways has failed us.
Yes.
We have failed our families. We have failed our communities. We have failed ourselves.
Yeah.
Now we need to give up now. Now we need to give up, but giving in God.
Yes.
Because our ways have failed us.
Yeah.
Our flesh has failed us.
Yeah.
Now it's time to return back to God. And I
Yes.
remember he mentioned the scripture. It's very close to my heart, of Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 29,
Yeah.
verse 11.
Yes.
And he said, God says the plans He has about your life
Yeah.
is not to harm you.
Yeah.
But the plans that He has about your life is to give you hope.
Yeah.
Is to give you a future.
Yes.
And is to prosper you.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? So God still has plans of hope about me.
Yeah.
About a person like me who used to rob people.
Yeah, who
a guy
take
used
people.
to be in
Yeah.
gangsterism, drugs and all of this, stealing from people. Can God give me a chance?
Yeah.
And just at that moment, the brother made an altar call of salvation.
Yeah.
And I got up and I went and I gave my life to Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just at that spot, man, it's something that I don't know how to put it in words.
Yeah.
But I felt freedom
Yeah.
inside of prison, steel bars, big walls. Before I was set free,
Yeah.
I was already free inside.
You are free
Because
inside.
Jesus freed me from all those pain, devastation, rejection I felt, anger,
Yeah.
blaming,
Void, yeah.
and then denial, void, everything that I had coming back, how I grew up. It was just like something came in and filled in now.
Yeah.
It completed a puzzle that was missing.
That was missing.
Yeah,
Yes.
I started to feel contentment. But now it's a new journey. It's a new start.
Yeah.
I want to know more.
Yes.
I want to know about this Jesus.
Yeah.
I want to know more, the relationship about Him. I started to get involved in church services, Bible study, intercession, pray a lot, ask God for wisdom to understand His word, because it's a new journey now.
Yeah.
I'm learning to read the Bible. I'm learning to sit with brethren, share about the word. I was even involving myself. I was hired in a home-based care internal hospital.
Yeah.
So I was also taking care of other brothers who could not take themselves inside. Guys were in wheelchairs. I used to help them. I got involved in the leadership in church, and I just kept on growing and growing.
Yeah.
Now, even when there's events in prison, they invite me, come, please do MC for us, come, share the word. I'm starting now to be so amazed and perplexed of these gifts. Like, is it really me?
Yeah.
Speaking to multitude of people, like with not great articulate of speech, but speaking from heart to heart.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I love this verse of Proverbs chapter 27 verse 17 that says, iron sharpens iron, as well as man sharpens man.
Yes.
And I always shared, when I'm speaking to somebody, I want to relate to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking at somebody, I'm speaking with somebody.
Yeah.
Because of it's a matter of heart to heart.
Yeah.
What you go through, I can relate.
You can relate.
What you go through, I can put myself in your shoes.
Yeah.
So right there, even I remember there was, I think it was June 16
Yes.
of 2016.
Yeah.
Then they invited me to go and minister in a school. And then they said to
What
me,
else you are still inside?
while I'm still inside in an orange uniform.
Yeah.
And they said to me, you know what, man, because we see you, because I was also participating rugby, school, athletics. I always represent well.
Yeah.
The system, and I always represent even my province well.
Yeah.
When I go to rugby, I will be selected for nationals. For nationals, I'll just go forward because of always participating in positive things.
Yeah.
So they're like, no, we want to invite you, go with us, go and minister in a school, speak about all these elements the community is facing, children are facing at school, teenage pregnancy, drugs, bullying, gangsterism, substance, and all of that.
Yeah.
And then I said, no, I can go with you.
Yes.
They're like, no, you know what? I don't want to cover like man, got the cuff and all of these things.
Yeah.
We're just gonna cuff you light.
Yeah.
And I said to them, no, I need to send a message here.
Yeah.
I need to speak to somebody that I want them to know that prison is not a child's play.
Yeah, prison is not
Prison is not a place that they might think it's a hotel here.
Yeah.
I said, bring all those chains.
Yeah.
Bring that belly cuff me from my hand, from my belly to my feet. Cuff me with that chain.
Yes.
And it reminded me of Paul, who said, I'm a prisoner of Christ.
Yeah.
Paul and Silas worshiped God while they were in the midst of prison.
Yeah.
They started worshiping God. So even me, that's where God started to use me, in the midst of prison.
Yeah.
In the midst of chains and all those steel bars, that's
Yes.
where God started using me.
Yeah.
Going outside, ministering to children,
Yeah.
speaking to them, and even after I was out in 2019, I never stopped.
Yeah.
I never said, you know what, I'm just gonna wait for a government to give me a job.
Yeah.
I started being active.
Yeah.
I started doing this
Up and down.
up and down.
Yes.
In correctional services, they call it reintegration,
Yeah.
giving back to the community.
Yes.
I went to schools. I'm still going to schools even to today.
Yes, yes,
I
absolutely.
went to
yes.
rehab centers. I went to soup kitchens. I went in the streets, just sharing about my mess. It's not my mess anymore.
Yeah.
It's my message.
Yes.
And my test is not my test anymore.
Yeah.
It's my testimony.
Yes.
And my past is not my past.
Yeah.
It's my testimony.
Yeah.
And my testimony is my ministry.
Yes.
How God saved from prison to pulpit.
Yeah.
It was just by the grace of God. Living gangsterism, involving myself in rehabilitation. You know, in prison they speak about rehabilitation.
Yeah.
And if I can just imagine or give a word, what is rehabilitation? It's transformation of the mind.
Yeah.
It's the transformation of your life. Being rehabilitated, it's moving from always coming to a new way.
Yeah.
Moving away from the abnormalities, because of today there is normalities changed to abnormalities.
Yeah.
If you have one girlfriend, you are not normal. If you are not cheating, you are not normal.
Yeah.
If you are not vaping, you are not normal. If you are not smoking hookah, habli, you are not normal.
Yeah.
To the world, it's normal, but
Yeah.
before the Lord, it's something that is abnormal.
Yeah.
Because your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, and that's where God dwells within you. And that's where how God wants to use you. And one of the other things that I always want to relate is how God had a mission for me when I was in prison.
Yeah.
But only if you come to realization that I need Christ.
You need God in your life.
You need
How
God
long
in
did
your
you
life.
stay in prison?
6 years.
For 6 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Means there's a 12,
Yes.
16, 6 hours.
Yes.
So now, I don't know if probably we can start at the back, whereby now you are telling us about your bios actually when you were growing up, and then there was a void in your life. I want us to go to those kind of stages. I think we'll go bit by bit until we get to, because some viewers, like people who will be watching, they will have questions.
Yeah.
That okay, Sharp, we hear you that there was whereby you lost your father at the earlier age. How was it when you lost your father at the earlier age? Do you remember anything about him? Do you remember, like, you know, things that you can say, okay, here is the thing that I remember about him? You
Yes,
understand?
yes.
So people will say, no, give us. And then after you lost him, how was it, like, after losing him, the time of a funeral? What happened? What came to your mind? What did they say? Because of as young, you know, in our culture we have this thing that when you are young and your father passed by, sometimes you are not being told, you understand? Maybe they will tell you that your father is going to be with the Lord, or they've told you that like your father is gone. They're never going to tell you that he's no longer coming back. Or they're going to tell you he's gone, he's no longer coming back. They never tell you where he is, went, or such things like that. I want us to go to a little bit back and let's start from that journey, whereby now you can tell me like the events that took place, the message that came when they told you that your father has passed by, who came and brought the news in, and then how did you react? Because I think you were enlightened, you were at that stage whereby you were enlightened. Okay, can you please take us through the journey?
Yo, man, it was very traumatic.
Yeah.
It was very traumatic and psychologically affected all of us, my mom
Yeah.
and my siblings. And to be honest with you, my father, what also makes it to be so painful is that he was murdered.
Yeah, okay.
Married
Sorry,
to someone else?
No, murdered.
Or murdered?
Murdered,
Yeah.
yes, he was murdered. And when the news were brought to my mom by my father's friends from church,
Yeah,
it was very painful.
obviously,
Yeah, it
yes.
was very painful, it was very traumatic,
Yeah,
emotionally so, psychologically so.
yes.
And the family came together from my father's side to help, and they told us. And you know, when you're a kid,
Yeah.
so you can see
Exactly. Yes.
something here.
Go disclose it too much,
Yes.
but you will see
You
go
will see by
something.
actions
Yeah.
or something sitting.
Yeah.
So, my close family friend of my mom, they took us to their house to stay there for some days while doing arrangements. And she came and she told us
Yeah.
that, listen, kids, your dad has left us.
Yeah.
He's not with us anymore.
Exactly. Yes.
And it was very painful, man. We were crying,
Yeah.
remembering all the nice times we had together
Yeah.
as a family.
Yeah.
Going out as a family, going to church together as a family. Always that time, his voice, his presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something traumatic, that event, when it hits, you are like, yo, I have lost something so close to my heart. Like, I can't imagine my life, how it's going to be from now on.
Yeah.
Because when he was there, things were easy.
Things were simple.
There was not much lack. When you need this, he will give you, he will surprise you with gifts, things like that.
Exactly. Yes. He
Now
will
he's
show
gone.
up. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And the other trauma again, children experience, it's the parent. How she also emotionally struggles.
Yeah.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
That my mom is going through pain.
It's going through pain.
You
She's
understand?
suffering now.
And for us kids, we can sometimes forget, little bit by little, we can forget.
Yeah.
But you always be remembered by how your mom
Exactly.
is going through that pain.
Through that pain, you
You
will see on
understand?
her face. You will see on her
Yes,
struggles.
struggles
Yeah.
emotionally, how she was depressed, how she will always shout, how she will tell you, no, ndata lona ga sa leyo a kere nka ba le teng nka ba le letsa so
Yeah.
so nano ga ke sa kgona, you
Exactly.
understand?
Yeah. Those words.
So,
Yeah.
so even now I remember these words that, you know, right now we are raising a fatherless generation now, and the major fact is absenteeism and presentism.
Yeah.
Absenteeism is, you know, your father is not there anymore. You cannot come back anymore.
Yeah.
They are gone.
Yeah.
That absenteeism,
Yeah.
it's killing a lot of children.
Yeah.
out there.
Especially when it comes to men's side or just the boys' side.
Boys'
Yeah.
side, you
Yeah.
understand? And then the other danger part, it's presentism. The father is there, but he's not there.
Yeah. He is.
You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
He
I
can
understand.
bring money, he's not there.
Yeah.
You grew up, you don't know who's your father.
Yeah.
But they tell you, hore, Papa go ke letlhogonolo."
Yeah.
But you've never met him.
You have never met him.
Some of them, they divorced with your mom. Maybe they're even staying in the same street.
Exactly.
But
Yes.
Papa hole.
Eh.
But you see him, he's not giving you the love of a father.
The love of the father.
He's
Yes.
present, but he's not present.
not there.
Yeah.
And that is also very traumatic to
Yes.
children,
Yeah.
divorced parents.
Yes.
That they know that ane papa le mama ba le teng, re phela monate.
Exactly.
We used to do this together. Now my mom and my dad, they are separated now. And it's very traumatic to kids.
To kids. Yeah.
So such events are playing a big role in how the teenagers nowadays, young people now, they are behaving. It's the effects is these events that take place in the family.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear you say. So after the funeral has passed, now it's that issue of you now, you are maturing as a young man. You are going to school. The father is not there. Now you get to a point, you're exposed to another world whereby there are people are partying, there are people are this, there are a lot of things, spontaneous and all that. And then you want to belong somewhere.
Yeah.
You want to belong somewhere, you end up joining those guys. Like, actually, I wanted to know how you met, the first person you met, for him to introduce into like that group, actually. Not even mentioning names, but the guy that you met, the first one. Did you meet them in group or did you meet them one by one for you to be able to be a peg?
You know, if I can be honest with you, I met them in a group. And I can say in my upbringing, because you know there's always choices that you take in life.
Yes.
And some can be negative, some can be good.
Yeah.
When we grew up being all of those Kotans, 100% hustlers,
Yeah.
I think we were okay.
Yeah.
There's good memories that we had
Exactly.
together.
Yes.
you
Yeah. Yeah.
understand?
It was kind of a family.
It was kind of a family
Yeah.
together.
Yes.
Playing PlayStation together, having fun
Yeah.
together.
Understanding.
Try to mend that relationship that we
Yes.
don't have
Yes. I still
at
yes.
home. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
But
Guidance
then,
that was there.
yes,
Yeah.
guidance was there. It was
Yeah.
nice time.
It
those
was nice
times.
time. Yeah.
But then there was this negative one.
Yeah. It means you were in between the good ones
The good ones and the bad
and the bad
ones.
ones. That one,
And
yes, demanded money, demanded everything.
You understand?
But you had this one.
These ones.
These ones, yeah.
The negative ones.
Yeah,
That I just got robbed, or I took a decision to say, you know what? These ones, they are always welcoming. You know, sometimes there's a wise man who said, the companionship you keep
Yeah.
will determine the fruits that you bear.
Exactly. Yes.
If you walk with wise men,
You become wise. Yeah.
You walk with negative people, you become negative.
Yeah.
You walk with guys who are in drugs, you become a drug addict.
Yeah.
You go with guys who are robbing, you become a robber.
Yeah.
So once I started to work with those guys, you know, sorry, even now, it plays a very big role where our friendship that we had,
Yeah.
we will always tell each other the truth face to face.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes.
That, you know what, this is wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Man up
remember,
and
yes.
fix it.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
The negative ones, if you do something wrong, it's normal.
They will applaud. They will applaud you.
No,
that
it's
my
good.
guy. Yeah.
It's
You are
the
a real man.
abnormalities to them, it's normal.
Yeah.
So that's how I got robbed in.
Mm-hmm.
To say, you know what, no, these guys, they are the ones that they love me.
They are welcoming actual,
They are
but for the
welcoming
wrong reasons.
For the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
And that's where everything started smallly, from cigarette, weed, to go into drugs.
Into drugs.
Yeah, that's how even now we have to be very wisely how you choose your friends.
Yeah.
That I even like when I had my Pastor Francois from his vision, who likes to say, is, you know, the friends are like elevators. Some can take you up, some can take you down. So you must carefully to choose the kind of friends that you have.
Yeah.
You see.
Yeah. So how was your first day when you tasted the drug, whatever drug that you consumed? How was it for the first day? Because I understood you said in prison there's a one that blew you out, that knocked you off. So as for this one, when you're outside, how was it for the first day?
When I started smoking drugs, man, it was a rock. And about I think I'm also quite TB. And there's this steel pipe, it's like this size.
Yeah.
So they actually, that tablets, they break it into a half and a quarter. Then they put it on top of that modima TPL.
Yeah.
After it's a tuba modima TPL, then you smoke, inhaling that smoke.
Yeah, the smoke.
Yeah, I felt like I was in heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything around changes. Yeah, I was not myself. I was just laughing. I was so proactive. I felt like running. I felt like, you know, you feel like you're in a movie of an Avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're hallucinating because your drugs change your behavior, your mind. They change how you think. Man, drugs are so dangerous. You can even see this camera moving while it's just standing there.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's that thing where you become hallucinated. Your first time, it gets you into a state that you become even numb. Numb. You know, that's why they even said once a person is now involved in drugs, they are so numb. Emotionally, they are not there.
Yeah.
They are always manipulating, emotional blackmailing.
Yeah.
Please don't give up on me. Can you please help me with something?
Yeah.
And once they get that, they are gone.
They are gone.
So the experience of drugs in that first time state, man, they just make me to be so numb and hallucinate. And you are just out of your mind. You don't function well, you don't think well, you don't think logically. Even when you talk, you become hyperactive, you become you are scared. Even when you walk in a crowd of a lot of people, you don't want to be in that crowd. Yeah. When you just meet them, it's like they know you are high, and they don't know.
It's just you in your mind.
In their mind, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the drug, it makes you to hallucinate.
Yeah.
So yeah, it made me to be so numb, man. Yeah.
So, Brian, those friends that you were committing crime with, did they end up getting caught also? Did they go to prison?
You know, by the grace of God, they never. After all the events, they changed.
Oh, they changed.
Yeah, they changed.
You-
They are
so you-
waking. They are waking. They are okay.
Yeah.
So you've never confronted them about that incident? What really happened?
No, I never confronted them. Because even after that, we became so distant to each other. But then we're still in good terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, we greet wherever we meet. We text on social media there, how are you? How's life?
When you were
Things
in
like
prison?
that. No, just after.
After.
But were they coming and visiting? Were they visiting?
Yes, sometimes they were coming and visiting.
Okay.
So even in prison, there's a family day when maybe before the year ends, they will bring the whole family. You sit with your family like this, then you brine meat. And so they will come and visit. Yeah, they will come and visit.
Okay.
So like, how was it like? I know that you have been into a holding cell, but how was it the first day after you were sentenced? Like, how was it the first day when you arrived? Remember now, it's an environment that you are not used to.
Yeah.
You are used to when you get home, you have that small space of yours, you have that bed of yours, you have that privacy. Now there's no privacy, I believe so.
Yeah.
How was it the first day? Like, can you take us through the journey of like the first day when you entered?
Yo, I'm fit. You know, when you enter in that place, you are scared.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, you are scared. But then for me, when I entered there, I already was into gangsterism.
Yeah.
But for the mere fact that it was my first time going in prison,
Yeah.
I was scared.
Yeah.
But I did not want to show that I'm scared.
Exactly. Yes.
But I was scared.
Yes.
Because I always tell people that, you know, when you go in prison, your first day, you are scared for your life.
Obviously, yes.
You are scared of the environment.
Yeah.
You are scared of the warders who are there.
Yeah.
You are scared of them.
Yeah.
You are scared because of people you are in the cell. They are even more dangerous people than you.
Exactly, yes. There
Yeah,
are more those
they're
who
more
are more
dangerous
dangerous than
than
you,
you.
yes.
So you are there. That's why they always say you sleep with one eye open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw one true. Someone
You sleep with one eye open because anything can happen anytime.
Yeah.
I saw guys losing their lives in front of my eyes. I saw guys getting stabbed. You understand? So when you are there, it's wafawa. It's wafawa. You know, for you to walk out of that place alive without a scratch, you
must
just say thank you, God.
Ne?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've heard a couple of people talking about it. Like, when you are there, you just have to sleep with one eye.
Yes.
So when you hear one movement, you have to be awake.
You just wake up. You wake up. Things happen there. And the other difficult thing about it is you can see something happening.
Yeah.
And if you talk, you are in danger.
So it means you have to see it and keep quiet.
You can see, then you have to keep quiet.
Keep moving.
Keep moving. Mind your own business.
So in terms of people who have like belongings, the groups, you know, when you get there, there are groups.
Yes.
Do you have to like belong to a certain group, or like how do you maneuver around that? How do you survived around, like, because there are influence also inside?
Yes.
That you have to be, it's either you are 26, 27, 28,
Yes.
all those kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And then how do you find yourself amongst the group? How do you pick one?
Yeah. So let me be honest with you. Even me, when I entered, I just wanted where my family was, my 26.
Yeah.
I knew that was my safe place.
Yeah.
But now, when you enter there, you are so shocked with trauma.
Yeah.
So now, that's why even the first hours or days, they are the most vulnerable times that you are there in prison, because somebody can just come and take chances on you.
Yeah.
Rob you, rape you, or anything. So now, when you are there, even the cops, they can tell you, listen, are you in a gang? Do you do this? If you are not in a gang, stay away from people like this. You understand? So there's a fine line where anything can happen because of you are scared. But for me, it was just having that safety It was my safety place to be among my brothers who are in my gang. But now, even when I was there, I could realize that, you know what, I'm just doing this thing for self-defense. Actually, I don't feel like I'm fitting with these guys, because when you are there in a gangsterism, once you wake up, you must go and meet with your brothers. You must speak with them. You share everything
every day.
So you don't have every day. You don't have your own time, own space, things like that. When you come to visit, bringing your own stuff, you have to share. So you're not living your own life. You understand? You are always obliged to come.
Yes.
If gangster can fight, then they call you come.
You have to go and fight.
You have to come and be there. You understand? You have to even sometimes prove yourself.
That you are loyal.
That you are loyal
to them.
They're like, take a knife, go and stab. So the first days, man, is the most vulnerable day or time of when you enter in prison. You don't even sleep normal. You are just scared, man. You're scared for your life.
So the people who do not picking up any gang, how are they surviving?
Let me be honest with you. You know, prison, it's a mind game. Guys who are there. So now in prison, there are guys with different missions, even in a gang. Kunabo Sajeni, Kunabo General. There's guys who are always welcoming visitors, and then they can ask you that, why are you here for? What can you do for us? You understand? They're like, no, we need something. Maybe just give us something, cigarette, then we'll be off your case. You understand? Then that first day, you can, if you are smart, you can realize that no, these guys, they're actually desperate. These guys. There are some guys in prison who are used by guys who don't have gangsterism number. Yes, because of they've got maybe money, plan to have money, then they can use them. So those guys, they always want to benefit something from you. What can you do for us with the number? What can you do for us?
So if you don't have a number on you, or you don't belong to a certain gang, but you have money, you are able to survive.
You're able to survive.
Or you have something that you can provide. You are able to survive. Maybe you can bring in cigarette for them. You can bring grocery for them. You are able to survive.
Yes.
Okay.
But to be honest with you, if you don't have a number gang in prison, you are nobody. You are nobody to the gangs. Gangs, they are the one controlling everything there.
So now, Brian, because you were sentenced for 12 years, right?
Yes.
Did you apply for parole so that you can only serve 6 years?
Okay, from the 12 years that I was sentenced, I served 6 years, and I was released because of good behavior.
Okay.
Because even your parole depends on you. There are guys who arrive there with 2 years. They serve life sentence.
So they can sentence you on top of a sentence?
Yes, can happen.
So you get there with 2 years, being sentenced for 2 years.
Yes.
And you become an animal inside, or you become someone who's not controllable.
Yes.
And then you end up coming again and
again, and you can end up even serving life sentence. So your parole, it's your good behavior. It's how you conduct yourself. Yeah.
And it's hard to pretend inside then, eh?
It's hard to pretend, but then you will pretend just because of survival.
So in terms of going to a church and attending to your gang members, how were you maneuvering around that?
Man, to be honest with you, I didn't stay long in a gangsterism.
So I heard that there's a way to go in and there's no way out. So when you say you didn't stay long, what do you mean?
Okay, no, I spoke with the guys, then I asked them, like, guys, you know what? I just want to focus with my life. I want to focus on fixing my mistakes. Then they said to me, no, man, you are serving 12 years. You're still not in the right state of your mind. You will come back to us. But maybe you need to pay a ransom, buy us some cigarettes, what. But those guys, they will always consider you as a gangster. They say a leopard never changes spot. But then you have to tell yourself that I am not what people say I am. I am
who God says I am.
Wow. So I've heard, I don't know if Miss K still have some question. your story, bruh, like it's a life-changing story. I hope that whosoever who's gonna watch it, or someone who's in trouble who's gonna watch it, they're gonna be able to learn from this. Yeah, and then like you're saying, after you have been released, the difficulties of life. You know, people will say when you have a criminal record, it's not easy for you to get a job.
Yes.
So like when someone like you who has been in prison got released, like the words that you will tell him now, what will you say, like your words, what would be if you were to give him a word of encouragement, or a way how to like get involved and be able to get a job without a struggle, or without like, let's say, yes. Yeah.
Okay, you know, I was one of the blessed one.
Yeah.
To be hired with a criminal record.
Yeah.
It was a miracle, because after 4 months I was released. I was hired.
Wow.
By the grace of God.
Yeah.
So also those words that I said, that you know what, bad company corrupts good character.
Yeah.
And but if you can associate yourself with good people, so even me, it's not all me in the picture of the story.
Yeah.
There's people that were there in my life, the likes of Pastor Jacobs. He moved into Joburg now. He was my spiritual mentor.
Yeah.
And the favor of me being one of his spiritual sons granted me favor for his friends to give me a job.
Yeah.
So, like these words, Steve, was it Denzel Washington, where he says, the longer you hang around in a barber shop, then you're gonna get a haircut. So the longer you stick around with positive people, positive vibes, people who are vibrant, people who are optimistic about life, people who are positive, people who always have a positive vibe about life. You never know where your door is gonna open.
Yes.
So even me, in these 4 months before me getting a job, like I told you, when I got out, I didn't sit. I was going up and down in schools, rehab centers, sharing my testimony, encouragement. So I would say to a brother who just came out, you might be watching this podcast, from heart to heart, to a brother or a sister where you have a criminal record. I always say, the Bible speaks about Moses opening a Red Sea. And if you can imagine a Red Sea, look at the sea, how big it is. It's mind-boggling to say, is that possible? So now I'm saying to you, your situation, whatever you're going through, you just came out. I've met guys who have diplomas, who are qualified, guys who are educated, but then there's no work. I always tell them, don't give up on God, because God won't give up on you.
Yes.
I said, criminal record you can look at as a Red Sea, but before God, it's just, He just knows that once you the longer you keep having faith, and He says, point that stick that you have in the right direction, the right blessing will come in the right direction.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Wow.
My last question to you, Brian, will be: have you ever, after you serving the 6 years, have you ever bumped into someone that you had before you go to prison?
You know, that's also something that even when we go to correctional services, meetings, or where we will gather together, then we do. Last time we did a degenerational. I can't remember the program we had. So it's about guys who come from prison, the stigma we face, victims that we come across, and so you know what? I encountered even a similar scenario like that, where I had a victim, just not even 5 houses from where I stay, and when I was out, they tried to steal at his house. And the first person that he came to was me. And then he asked me that, do I know anything? And to my response, I was not even quick to respond. Because once you are out, there's people who sign for you, your family
Yeah.
who sign for you. So, sorry, my mama was even the one who answered him. But you know what, my son is working now, and I believe there's somebody who tried to rob in your house. It was not my son.
Yes.
You understand? So I was not even quick to answer him. But then one thing that I realized is that there's this word that says, you know, a man who liveth at peace with God, even God will make him to liveth at peace with his enemies.
Yes.
So some of your enemies or your victims, you might have not even got a chance to say sorry to them. But your action of change,
Yes.
your transformation can bring transformation to them.
Yeah.
How you behave, how you conduct yourself, how you have changed your life, it can touch them from a distance. So even me and him now, we are in good terms.
Yeah.
He comes, he greets, he tells me how he's proud of me, how I'm behaving.
He
ever
forgave
since- Yes, yes.
That's good.
He has
man.
forgiven me. So it's one of those things that even when temptations that come at your direction, you must change your direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't face it head on because of you are not like everybody else. Once you come from prison, you see life from a very different perspective.
Yeah.
Because even in prison, they prepare you before you leave for programs like pre-release, where they tell you that you might meet victims. They might call you lepantiti. The stigma is there. It's a reality. It's a fact. You're gonna face it. But now, how you respond
To it,
is
yes.
the most imperative thing. That how you respond, you must respond in a very positive way
Yeah.
and change direction. Things that you encounter alone, never encounter them alone. There must be someone who's there for you, who can account for you or witness for you. Because if anything happens to you, they're gonna take you back without even asking you any question.
Yes.
Wow. Yes, it has been life and stories, and we have been having a special guest. I can call him Pastor Brian. I can call him he's a father. He's a son to someone. He's a brother to someone. He's a father to someone. He's a husband to someone. I would like to say thank you for coming in when we asked you to come in. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
so humbled.
No, thank you, sir.
Oh, so
Just the thing that I want us like. Probably maybe the one who will be watching this probably can tell them where to find you and the future events that you guys have. Probably they want to be part of those events that you guys will be having. Probably maybe you have a men gathering or like you have some things that maybe a thing that you are doing. So I want like maybe probably you can share with whosoever will be watching this episode. So say platform it's yours, sir.
Okay, thank you, my brother, and thank you to your team
Yes, sir.
for your wonderful work and inviting me
Thank you,
to
sir.
come and share my life story with somebody. And I know and I trust and I believe that somebody is going to be impacted outside there when this broadcast go.
Yes, sir.
So now, Brian is not only just a macho man.
Yeah.
So I'm not the front running alone.
Yes, sir.
I have men who God has brought to my life.
Yes, sir.
We have a foundation, ISI. I'm from his vision. So if anybody wants to contact with me, you can find me on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
You just type Brian Nkosiekhaya.
Yes, sir.
You'll see me there. And then there's people who are going through stuff out there
Yes, sir.
who might say, you know what, I need to change from alcohol, depression, drugs, whatever. So if maybe even on WhatsApp,
Yes, sir.
you can contact me on 081
Yes, sir.
716 3004.
Yes, sir.
And then there's mentors
Yeah.
who are with me, where if somebody needs a rehab, we can help you, get you to a rehab. So there's mentors who are with me, like from His Vision Church. They're with me, they're helping me in everything. So I also met them in prison. That's the reason why they are just so special. Not that we are promoting the church,
Yeah.
but they are special because they were ministering to us in prison.
Yes.
And that's where I met them, and they've been just there in my life
Yes.
till to this day. So I'm submitted under them, and there's this discipleship that we love God and we love His people.
Yes, sir.
That's the message of the cross.
Yes, sir.
We love God and we love His people.
Yes, sir.
So when you're out there, you need help, you can contact us. We are there and we will help you. Try from the best of our luck to help you.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
No, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, it has been a wonderful journey. And then, as you know, as for me, I'm still here, but I'll give it to Miss Kaden.
Yes, I just wanted to thank Brian for coming to our podcast. We thank God for your life, my brother. You are a perfect
Thank you,
example
sister.
of you can change if you want to change.
Yeah.
Yes. In closing, if you want to find that, you can find us on all social media platforms.
Yes.
We are on Instagram as Life and Stories. We are on X, Life and Stories. TikTok, Life and Stories. Facebook, Life and Stories. And please like our page and share. Most importantly, we are on YouTube, streaming Life and Stories Network. Thank you, my brother. From Miss
Thank
K,
you,
I'm
Miss
signing out
K.
until the next episode.
Yes, and my name is Pastor A. Westman Kasebele. I'm signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and to like our page, YouTube. Please press on.
Yes.
Thank you. We are out for now.
All right. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Say, hey.